Now, I know some of you have seen the story online of the Equatorial Guinea man, Baltazar, that, adult contents were found in his phone of him sleeping with over 400 different women, all right? And most of them married. Now, if you haven't seen that video, if you haven't read that story, go on Twitter and just search Equatorial Guinea man and you get the full story. Now, some of you have sent me messages like, how do you know that a woman is cheating, especially if she's married? Some people are even surprised that married women cheat. Of course, married women cheat. Almost, if anybody can cheat, doesn't matter whether you're married or not, which is not a good thing. So in today's video, we'll be talking about signs to look out for that will help you know that your wife is cheating. So whether you're married or you're planning to get married, watch this video until the end, because apart from like just a married woman, generally this will help you narrow it down to know when your partner is cheating. Now, what's the right thing to do when you spot some of these signs? Have a proper conversation with your woman and try to get concrete evidence that they are cheating on you. And if you still love them, try and fix it, especially if you're married, because I don't really encourage broken homes. Okay, I honestly believe that people can, recover from any kind of marital issue, except it's domestic violence, then run for your life. Okay, so let us talk about some of these signs that will help you tell that your partner is cheating. So welcome back to my channel. My name is IJ. I'm going to try and talk a bit slower in this video because some of you complain I speak very fast and you cannot hear me. So let's try and work on that. Okay. All right. So the very first thing I'm going to talk about is when you notice, I'm going to tell you 10 signs. Okay. 10 signs. So make sure you slow down and watch this video until the end. And the very first one I'm going to talk about is when you begin to notice a sudden new interest or hobby in your partner. Now, I want to assume that you know your partner in total, you know the kind of things they like, you know their hobbies, okay? Because some of you, you're not paying attention to your partner, but if you pay attention to your partner, you know the kind of their best foods, their kind of drinks, their style, what they like to do for fun and what they enjoy generally. But all of a sudden, you find out that they have new interests. This could indicate that they are spending more time with somebody that has so interest. Now, one thing we know about when you like someone, liking somebody in general, is you begin to mimic them and you begin to fall in love with their interests. So if all of a sudden a girl, your wife or your girlfriend who never used to like sports, all of a sudden she's now interested in watching basketball or she's now interested in swimming, talking about it, it's a huge sign that somebody new has introduced that to her. Now, if you don't know any of her female friends that might have such interest, and all of a sudden she now has this interest, it's very important that you find out where this sudden interest is coming from, because women like to mirror the man they like. When women like you, your hobbies become their hobby. They begin to fall in love with the kind of things you like to do, your kind of drinks, your kind of food, the kind of music you like to listen to. They kind of start mirroring you naturally because they like you. So when your woman all of a sudden has new hobbies and you cannot tell where it's coming from, it's very important that you pay attention and try to find out who she has been hanging out with that likes so and so, that is making her start liking so and so. Okay, so when she develops sudden interest and new hobbies, try and find out the reason why she's falling in love with this new hobby. Okay, that's the very first one I'll talk about. The second one, which I feel like is the most common, is when she doesn't have any sexual desire to be with you anymore. The interest has died, like it's decreased completely. She doesn't want to have any emotional connection with you, no sexual activity. She doesn't want to spend any bonding time with you. I mean, before, when you don't ask for sex, or when the sex is not as good, she complains that, oh, you're not satisfying me, you're not giving me what I want, or I want another round, or you don't satisfy me in bed. Like, she's always open and honest about all of those emotional, stuff and sexual stuff. But now she could care less. She doesn't talk about your 2 minutes anymore. She doesn't even bother if you don't touch her. She doesn't even want to spend that time with you anymore. Like, I don't even have to stress on this one, but like, this is the major point. If you know that before, she would try to, tell you, like, I don't like that you don't satisfy me, or I don't like how you do this. But now she's not, she could care less, my brother. That's a huge sign that your woman might be cheating on you. If she's just now like done with, like, she doesn't care whether you make her come or not, she knows what to do about it. You should pay attention to that. The third one, and I don't know why you guys don't pay attention to this one, another huge sign that a woman might be cheating on you is all of a sudden she has new techniques, new interests in the bedroom. All of a sudden, from nowhere, she wants to practice something new with you. She's doing some new acrobats in the other room. You need to try and find out where that is coming from. Like, don't just say, oh, try and find out, baby, this was nice. This was nice. Like, where did you get this one from? You understand? Because sometimes they've gone to practice somewhere. Somebody has done it to them. Your woman just come all of a sudden and tell you you're doing it, and she's telling you, baby, spank me or something. And she has never done that before. All of a sudden, she's now a pro from nowhere. It's not like she's been talking about like you guys need to do better, you have to learn more, we have to, or she has not even said, baby, I watched this and I want us to try it. All of a sudden she just wants to become a pro, and you don't want to find out where she's learning these techniques from. It's very important. Like, it's not 100% to say that okay, it's because she's cheating, but there's a huge sign that somebody has done it to her, or someone did it to her recently, and now she wants you to do it because she likes it. So just you pay attention to your women. Sometimes you guys are lost in the moment that you don't pay attention to these little changes. The fourth I'll talk about is unexplained expenses. This also you guys will not pay attention to. If all of a sudden if you have access to your woman's like bank apps, or you can see some receipts, and you can see some unexplained expenses, maybe you see hotel bills, or you see expensive bags, expensive gifts. You just see your wife having expensive things that you did not pay for, or just check receipts, okay? Or if you have access to her bank card, because sometimes your women are sponsoring people outside. I'm a woman and I'm telling you this for free. Sometimes your women are sponsoring small boys. Your women are paying school fees for boys. Your women are throwing birthday parties, lavish birthday parties. Your women are even paying for the hotels that those little boys are coming to knock them. Sometimes your women are the sugar mummies. Okay? So if you see unexplained expenses, you see receipts, you see gifts bought, and you cannot find those gifts in your house, you see items bought, but you cannot see any of those items in your house, try and find out what's happening, where all of these expenses is going to, and to who it's going to. I was listening to a girl, although this is the other way around, but I was listening to a girl that found out that her man was cheating on her, and she found the receipt in his pocket where he bought some toiletries and everything. And she came home, and she out of curiosity, she went into the bedroom to look for those toiletries. She couldn't find them because they were feminine toiletries. She couldn't find any of them. She's like, who did he buy it for? Then when she started investigating and going through the receipt and all that, she found out that he's been taking care of another girl that he's banging. So that can also happen with women. So if you want to know if your woman is cheating, if you find some unexplained expenses and receipts and you don't see those items in the house, or she cannot explain why she's spending so much money on something, that could be a sign that she's spending it on somebody else. So you guys shine your eyes, because one thing you people do on this channel is you come and say, oh, just make money, women will stay with you. Sometimes you make money and that woman is using your money to be banging some small boys out there. Okay, so if she cannot explain the expenses and where it's going to, it could be a sign that she's cheating on you and also spending your money. The next sign I will talk about is if your woman is too defensive. If she's too defensive when you ask her simple questions like, who are you talking to over the phone? What did you do today? You ask her about her whereabouts, and she's all of a sudden so defensive. She doesn't want to talk about her whereabouts. If for instance, there are some people who share like their location app, their location on, like if you use an iPhone, you could share a location with your partner. If all of a sudden she doesn't want to share her location anymore with you, and she's being defensive about it, pay attention to things like this. When you ask your woman about, how her day went, where did you go to, and she's so defensive, like, why would you want to know exactly where I went to? Like, I just went out, and she doesn't want to talk. Listen, when people are too defensive, it's because they're hiding something. Okay, it's because they're hiding something. So pay attention to this. All right, if she's always too defensive, like your woman is on the call and you're like, who are you talking to? And she's like, what do you mean? I'm not talking to anybody. Or why do I have to tell you who I'm talking to? Are you monitoring me? Like, what do you mean? I know sometimes men, you don't want drama, so you just like, okay, it's fine, whatever. But pay attention. If all of a sudden she's too defensive when you ask her simple questions about what she's doing or who she's talking to or where she's going and who she's going with, she's just too defensive because she doesn't want to answer that question, that could be a sign that your woman is cheating on you or she's about to cheat on you. The next huge sign that your woman is cheating on you or about to cheat on you is the sudden change in her appearance. Listen, women like to impress. Okay, if you know that you're dating this woman and all of a sudden each time she wants to go out or she wants to go out with a particular person, maybe she's like, oh, my colleague at work, or you just find out that all of a sudden she needs to dress to impress. I mean, it's okay that your woman might want to change her fashion style. And one thing I know for sure is when a woman is inspired to do better about herself, she usually discusses it with her partner. Like, I want to start dressing up well. I want to do some shopping. I feel like I need to upgrade. We have always that open to talk about it. But when all of a sudden she's just doing the glow up herself, you just find out that for some reason, your woman now, when she wants to go out alone, she wants to dress so much. Her appearance suddenly is now changing. It could be that she's doing it to impress somebody. It could be that there's a new person in her life that she's trying to dress to impress. Especially when you know that your partner is not someone that would put in so much effort to dress up, and she has not talked about wanting to glow up or wanting to work on herself. All of a sudden, she's just doing it. Now, when she's with you or going out with you, she doesn't do that. When you guys want to go out together, she could care less. She just dresses normal. But when she wants to go out alone on some occasions, and you don't even know who she's going out with, she's selective about when she chooses to dress up, and especially when she's not doing it for you. It could be a sign that she's doing it for somebody else. So if there's a sudden appearance change without you knowing why there's an appearance change, it could be a huge sign that that woman is cheating on you or about to cheat on you. I shouldn't even stress on this next point because I'm sure you guys are not dumb. When the woman is being secretive with her phone, that's a sign that she's cheating on you. If your woman all of a sudden has passwords and locks on her WhatsApp, she has like a private folder on her phone, she's always hiding her phones, her phone is always face down, like so. Her phone is always face down. She never just leaves her phone like this on the table. Each time she wants to drop her phone around you, she keeps it like this. Could be a sign that that girl's cheating on you. She doesn't want to see, or each time she's around you, the phone is on airplane mode, or her phone is switched off, or it's on silence, so that you don't hear when it rings and all of those notifications when it comes in. It is a sign that that woman is cheating on you. And if she has locks on her phone and you do not have access to that phone, you don't know all the passwords to open her WhatsApp, or she's not free with opening her chats in front of you. If she wants to chat, she's always putting it like away from you. She's not okay with just holding her phone like this and typing. She needs to move it away from you so that you don't know who, or you don't see what she's doing with her phone. That could be a huge sign that that woman is cheating on you. And there's something I forgot to say when I talked about the intimacy one. Now, it could happen both ways. Your woman can have sudden loss in spending quality time with you, or she could have sudden interest in having sexual intercourse with you. So it could be that she doesn't want to do anything with you because she's doing it with somebody else, or she's doing it with somebody else. So each time she comes back home, she wants to do it with you so that you don't feel like there's a drop in intimacy. So it could happen both ways, okay? She could completely ignore you and not care about whether you're a 2 minute man or not, or she could want to have more intimacy with you because, like, maybe to avoid like pregnancy stories, because she's having raw sex with this person, she needs to be having raw sex with you so that in case she gets pregnant, you don't think that, oh, but we've not had sex in a long time. So she could be juggling the both of you. So if you also notice an increase interest in her wanting to have sexual intercourse all the time, it could be that she's doing it with somebody else. So she has to be doing it with you so that you don't suspect anything. So sometimes it's just so that you don't suspect anything. That's why she's giving you more intimacy. It's not because she's so horny or she really wants it. It could just be that she's trying to overcompensate for what she's doing outside so that you don't think that, she's doing it with somebody else. I don't know if you get my point. Because women can be very tricky. If they stop giving it to you completely sometimes, they know that you might start getting worried, like, I mean, if you're not having sex with me, who are you having sex with? So they would rather give that person and give you more so that you don't think that they're not, like they're not present, or maybe they're giving it to somebody else. All right. So with these few points, you can actually spot when your woman is cheating on you. And just pay attention. When you find out any of this, try and have that proper conversation with her to see if you can resolve the issue. And if not, if your woman is cheating on you, and cheating is just not something that I want you to tolerate. So, because that's very disrespectful. So, if you notice any of this, try and fix it. And if it's not fixable, make sure you let that woman go, because that's just already going to be disrespectful, you know. But anyways, that's the end of the video for today. Let me know what you think about the video in the comment section, and make sure you like, share, and subscribe so other people will see it. I will see you in my next video. Keep living life, keep being champs, and bye for now. Mwah.